All right, Wayne, let's talk about trend number 6 and the last trend from the Intershop Trends Report in 2026. For years, companies have collected massive amounts of customer data, from purchase histories to product usage to diagnostics and service logs. But most of this information is still unused. I've talked to so many customers that say, we've got all that data in like 15 different databases and no one can actually access it all at once. So what does this trend say here? How are we going to use this data to influence company revenue going forward?
Yeah, actually, what we're seeing is that data itself is now becoming a product. And for a lot of companies, it's going to become their greatest differentiator because data at the very base underlies what AI is capable for. And so AI and machine learning are finally making it possible to turn massive amounts of data that's been unused into entirely new revenue lines, not just better reporting. And so when you look at all the product margins under pressure everywhere and companies looking for ways to diversify and stabilize revenue, this is a major shift. And it's a shift where we move from products solely to actually looking at what types of services can be offered as well. If your data can start to predict when a machine needs attention before it breaks, you're no longer just selling a spare part, you're now selling uptime, you're selling predictability, and you're selling reduced risk. And that carries a completely different margin profile for a company. And the best part is that you really don't need a huge services team to start using it. A modern self-service portal can expose the diagnostics, it can recommend the right components and automate replenishment and deliver training or the troubleshooting support. It's just a clean, scalable move from call us when something goes wrong to click here and it won't.
That's very astute the way that will go, moving your machinery from preventative maintenance, which means you're changing your oil every 3 months, whether it needs it or not, to predictive maintenance when you're changing your oil. Maybe it's at 9.5 months because that's when the oil's functionality is used up. And that is going to keep longer uptime, better scheduling, and cost less because you're not doing work just to do work because the time has expired on something. So that's a really amazing way to do it. The pattern we're seeing here is start with one high friction use case, something that's expensive for you, like unplanned downtime, stockouts, or onboarding, and turn the data you already have into a service that removes the friction. So find the data that you've already got. It's probably going to be very easy for you to identify that pain point and that you already have the data you can use to solve it.
Absolutely. If you start, and this is in general for AI overall, if you can start small with use cases and make them work, it becomes very easy to scale that and become the company that your customers rely on more and more.
So to learn about this or read up on any of the other 5 trends that we've discussed, I recommend everyone take a look at Intershop's 2026 Trend Report for B2B e-commerce that's linked below. Thanks very much, everyone.